Is there something everyone can look forward to during the cold winter month of February? You bet there is. An all-new winter experience is coming to Downtown Kingston. Spirit of Winter is a light and sound extravaganza bringing Indigenous storytelling to life across the historic facades around Market Square. Here to entice you to come and enjoy a world of winter wonder are Jan McDonald and Sandy Griffith from Downtown Kingston BIA. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
This is exciting to hear about Spirit of Winter in Kingston. And can you please tell me, Jan, what it's all about?
Sure. So the idea developed a number of years ago. We've been looking at some kind of a winter event. As you may know, we had FebFest for many, many years, but unfortunately the winter weather just doesn't cooperate anymore. We can't count on snow or cold temperatures. So we were looking at something that we could do that would sort of weatherproof a winter event, looking at light festivals all over the world and sort of coming up with a concept that might work. Fortunately, we were great recipients of a wonderful grant from FedDev for Southern Ontario, which allowed us to proceed with this new event called Spirit of Winter. So the idea behind it is we are doing something called projection mapping, which is projecting animated images onto the back of the City Hall building, the side of the Bank of Montreal building in Springer Market Square, and telling a story through those images. A few years ago, to be exact, we had a festival downtown called Wawatag, which was a festival that involved Indigenous art and Indigenous storytelling. And through that, we met two wonderful artists who produced an image and two pieces called The Bear and Me. So we worked with them to bring that story to life through a company in Toronto called AVA Animation. And they have used the art from Jaylene Cardinal and Dakota Ward to bring this story called The Bear and Me to life. So that's sort of the impetus behind how it happened. And then we've added on to it. We're building an enchanted forest on Market Street so that when people arrive in Springer Market Square, they'll get to walk through a forest, come into the square in the evening, and watch this wonderful story that's about 6 minutes long, told through projected animation on these two buildings. The other thing that's been lovely is we've been able to tell the story in 4 different languages. So you'll be able to hear it in 2 Indigenous languages, Cree and Ojibwe, and of course English and French. So it will happen each evening from February 1st to the 17th, which is Family Day Monday, from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. You'll be able to come down and see that every 15 minutes in a different language. Saturday, February 1st, the public is welcome to come to our opening ceremonies. Starts at 6:15, and there will be lots of activity, free food. It's going to be a great evening. So that's sort of the basics of it, but there's lots happening all over the 17 days.
I do like the fact that it doesn't matter what the weather is going to be like. It's one of those things that you can come and enjoy.
Absolutely.
So I want to talk to you, Sandy, a little bit more about all the lovely things that are happening and the details behind that. Yeah. So let's start with the storytelling.
The story is The Bear and Me, and it's a story that was created by Jaylene Cardinal, who's a wonderful visual artist, and Dakota Ward, also a wonderful visual artist. And so they sort of came up with this story for Wawatag, and as Jen mentioned, we adapted it. It's just a beautiful sort of enchanting story about, I don't want to give too much away, but a little bit about the importance of winter and the importance of rest and the importance of reflection. And so that sort of is sort of the central focus of the animated piece, but then we do have these other elements that
and let's hear a little bit about those.
They just sort of celebrate the beauty of a Canadian winter. So we've got a lovely sort of forest walkway. There's going to be lots of twinkling lights, good spots to take photos with family and friends. We've got Muskoka chairs and wood-burning fire pits. We have free horse-drawn wagon rides, which is always a very, very popular thing with families. We're offering things like make your own s'more evenings. We've got make your own friendship bracelets. There's just a lot of sort of activities that just kind of we want to bring the community together and enjoy. And then of course we have the beautiful rink. So this skating rink will be open and available for the whole festival as well, which I think just sort of adds to the whole experience.
And let's talk a little bit about the silent auction.
So the two pieces of art that were created for Wawatag a few years ago, and that really formed the basis of the visual art and animation that you're going to see projected onto the buildings. Jaylene and Dakota have kindly donated those pieces to be auctioned off for an Indigenous charity. So they will be available to view in the lobby of Tiernanog, which is right on Market Street. So they can go in, people can go in and see the original art that inspired the story. And then, yes, they will be auctioned off with the proceeds going to charity.
Is there a fee?
Absolutely. Everything to do with this event is free to the public. So of course we want the whole community to come down. We're also hoping that people will come from the local Indigenous community, from the French community, because we're offering it in so many different languages. So it's really for everyone. There's no age limit. And if you are not able to be there at the time that you want to hear the language that's the story is being told in, you'll be able to go to a QR code that we'll have available in the square, and then you can listen through your phone to each individual language and read the story as well. So it's available to everyone.
So Sandy and Jen, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us today. I can't wait to come down and see what it looks like, and we look forward to those days in February where we can get out and enjoy the weather.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.